Okay, well, welcome back. We're on the road to the yarn crawl. We're at our first stop. We're at Starlight. This is going to be super fun. Last year, this was one of my favorite stores. It's just a location. It's got several levels, and it's going to be a lot of fun. One thing I'm going to recommend to you, aside from your passport, have a notebook. So last year, that was my mistake. I didn't have a notebook. I went to so many stores and forgot the details on each of them. So this is a great way. I've actually started it. What I did is I took their little emblem, taped it onto the page. I've got my phone in my purse, and I can take notes. Let's go and see what they've got offered. We're actually a little early. We're kind of diehards, and we'll have a lot of fun. See you soon. Bye. Mulberry silk. Hey everybody, okay. Wow, that was amazing. Had a great time at the yarn crawl and I got a great haul. A little too good. No, it can never be too good. Never too good, never too good. All right, so I have my passport that I use. I put it in order, and we'll talk about that further when we do it for next year, and I'll give you all kinds of pointers. But this year, the first one I went to was Starlight. It's the same one that we went to last time, and you got to see the front of it. Beautiful little store. Couple little things about it. So this year, they only had the upstairs on Saturday, which last year I think they had it on more than one day, but I could be wrong on that one. They usually have some pop-up shops. This time was a ceramic shop, and it was downstairs, and I got this fabulous, okay, hold on. So if you hear this screaming cat in the background, it's because, here again, my daughter Kat is doing the videoing, and she's harassing her cat, Princess. Apparently she's touching her feet, and Princess is not liking that. So you hear meow in the background, that's because that's that. Anyway, so I got this fabulous travel mug. It's ceramic. It says "Hook Me Up," and I love this. This was absolutely stunning. Had a great time. This was really a lot of fun in the sense that I'm looking for the label thingy that was inside, because this is, again, local shops. We do a lot of, that's the whole goal of this. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. Oh! Okay, so this is the card, and what I did, it's all crumpled because I had it inside the cup. I wanted to be able to show you. JAM PDX, and we'll put all of this information down below, but they are great. They're here in PDX. They did this amazing travel mug. I love it, and as a matter of fact, so right after the yarn crawl, that following day on Friday, and that's the reason why I had to do it all in one day, I had to leave for Neskowin on the coast of Oregon, for those of you who don't know, because I am officiating my best friend's wedding in August, and we had a girls' weekend to go see the site and all of that. This was my mug of choice, and it worked fabulously. The lid really closes great, and it's easy to put on. So it held hot, cold, beautiful. It's a ceramic mug, has a good weight to it, and it's not huge. Fit great in my car cup holder thingy. I come up with my own words. But anyway, Hook Me Up. It was great. Had fun with that. Another thing that I got, I discovered. Be Still My Beating Heart. A new hook. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I will show you because, believe it or not, this is made out of driftwood. And it's absolutely beautiful. Can you see that? Is that gorgeous? Look at that puppy. And the gorgeous thing about this is it feels soft, but it's not. It's you know, a steady wood, but it feels kind of soft, and it's totally silky. So I will show you more. There's more to come. But I decided I was going to try one, and I bought one, and so it's this one. I found another one, another wooden beauty, and we'll be talking about why it is that my favorites are wood, were my best friends. It's metal, and why that happens. And it's a very interesting fact, and it might help you make crocheting more comfortable for you. But here's palm wood. that gorgeous? Beautiful wood. It has this really nice indenture here. It's for the grip, and for me, because I use the pencil grip, this is called a pencil grip, or the Continental, I like this kind of a grip. It works well for me. So if you like that having that little space there, notice how the driftwood doesn't, but that's okay. For me, it feels great. I can kind of go either way. I'll leave that one alone. But here we go, the two woods. So much fun. I love exploring hooks, and again, that's a whole nother day, but I got that. This was really cool too. Oh my gosh, check this out. It's a pin, but it's a stitch marker. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is so wicked cool. So you can do like rows and stitches, and it moves the numbers, but it's a pin. So like you pin it onto your little bag. So here's a bag. By the way, did you see my bag? I got all the pins. This year they had pins for each one of the stores, and I got all of them. And when you get them all, they give you this big giant one. And remember I told you it got dirty, it got icky because it fell out of the car. I gotta wash it. But anyway, so you can pin it on your bag and take it with you, and isn't that great? Because we all know those stitch counter thingies roll off. Go bye-bye. So that happened. And here's another pin. This was a commemorative. Just had to get it because, well, I had to get it. And then I got this other one because, again, I'm just a geek and I'm old school. Boom boxes. I grew up with these. I remember going to Venice Beach and seeing these all the time. So, hooked on a feeling. I know it's cheesy. I'm cheesy. And, okay, you're gonna love these. I have a very special one. So, these, check this out. Is that cute? First off, it's crocheted. So, how can you go wrong, right? And it's a tape measure. How cute is that? Love it. I shouldn't show you this one because it's for one of my best friends. So as soon as you see it, you're gonna know who it is. I'm not gonna say the name, but yeah, look at that. Is that cute? And again, tape measure. They had other ones. I can't remember what the other ones were, but they had more than the two. Okay, I told you, kind of went a little schizo banana wackies. Had a great time, but that was my haul there. The yarn that they had, beautiful yarns. They had one silk kind of metallic one. I should have gotten pictures. It's always the shoulda, coulda, woulda, but it's not like I can't go back. It was all silk, gorgeous. I may have to go just so that I can play with it. I'll let you know. But they had a lot of those. They still had the winter wools, winter yarns, winter colors, and quite frankly, I'm ready for spring and summer. I want to get with the warm weather. So I was a little disappointed with that. Their crochet hook collection is very, very narrow, but the yarns are beautiful, and they are fabulous people to work with, to ask questions. They're just good people, and for the most part, that's what you're going to find on all these stores. Just good people wanting to share a beautiful craft that we all enjoy, and it's fiber arts, however you do that. So that was Starlight. It happens to be my daughter's favorite as well. So a lot of fun. We will come back at you with the next store. Talk to you in a minute. Bye. Hi everybody. Okay, we're at stop number 2 of the Rose City Yarn Crawl. We're at Blizzard Fibers, and this is a new store. They haven't had it before. We're actually in Vancouver. We've left Oregon and we're in Vancouver, Washington. So this is really exciting. First time we're going to be here. Let's see what we can find. See you soon.
You don't have to be size from it. You can miss it a little bit. That would be
It's fun, but it's not fun. Sometimes you need
I've been using this for years. I'm being smart.
Oh my God. 175. Let's see, okay, so this is 175 yards, 18. 200. all together, so I really only need 4
Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, so now we're on to store number 2, and that was Blizzard. This is the one that we ventured all the way out to Vancouver for. And let me tell you, if you guys are in the Vancouver area, they have a meetup, and I didn't get the date as to when, but the Clark County Crochet Guild meets there. Yes, thank you so much for hosting a Crochet Guild club at your local yarn store. That's one thing I haven't heard a whole lot of, so I was really excited to hear that. They had some really nice yarns there. It's kind of hidden, so if you're looking for it, do the GPS and really keep your eyes open for it. They've got their name is Blizzard, so their image is, or their logo is what looks like a lady with short hair and a cap on, and she's wearing a green coat with a scarf that's kind of flowing. So the green is kind of bright. You can see it. They use it very well on their sign so you can find the store. So that was really very helpful. Their yarns were okay. They had pretty standard yarns. Their crochet hook selection was pretty decent, a little bit broader than the last store. One of the things that I really liked, can you tell I really liked, is the fact that they actually had a bunch of crochet magazines. So they had Crochet Interweave, and these are older ones. So this is spring 2016. They also had Piecework. Now Piecework is not a crochet magazine. Obviously Interweave Crochet is. This is one of the higher end crochet magazines. They have Interweave Knit, and I believe they have sewing as well. This is really a fabulous magazine. If you don't get it, definitely something that I would recommend getting. But Piecework has a little bit of a lot of things. So like you can see the back cover of this one, and I think this is an older issue also. Yeah, this is fall 2018, but you can see the back has yarn, and here they're talking about tapestry. They talk about all kinds of fiber arts, so it includes sewing and embroidery and crochet and knit, and I picked this one in particular because they were talking about make Irish crochet the Budapest way. So that's something that really fascinates me, is how we all do crochet a little bit different. So I will be looking into that, doing some more research, and I'll be talking to you guys about that, because that's just fascinating to me, because we all do it a little bit different, even knitters. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, this one, this is you're gonna probably think this is funny, but it's called Wild Fibers. And the reason I picked this up, because see down here it says seal wool. So there's a whole article apparently back, and my daughter's giving me this like, look. Apparently there was a time where they actually used the fur to spin from seals, and I've got to read further. I just got a snippet. I just thought it was like utterly fascinating. So I will look into that. As you know, this is bumboat, anything ocean and crocheting, and if I can combine the two, well, I'm in nirvana. So I'm in nirvana. Here we go. I just thought that was fascinating, but it's called Wild Fibers. I really don't know a whole lot. It's dedicated to the world of wool is what the subtitle of the magazine is. So I thought that was interesting. You know, I've never seen this magazine before, so it'll be fun to check that out. This is another interweave, Can you tell I like interweave? Oh, and this is another one. This is vintage crochet. I don't see it a lot. This is probably one of those that I will have to get a membership to, just because I don't see it a lot. But again, it has a lot of great crochet patterns and historical information, which of course, here again, I will be sharing with you guys, because it's just so interesting to see or not see where we come from. So this was great. We had a great time. Again, the yarns were okay. They had some pins. The crochet hooks were good. They had some examples of knit items and crochet items that you can actually purchase. And they had a yarn, an indie dyer spinner, and Alexandra, and the yarns were Alexandra yarns. It was fascinating. And I'm kicking myself in the wazoozie for not picking up. She had this self-striping yarn that was black with a bright color, so like a red, or more, not so much a red, but like a magenta or a cobalt blue or a yellow or a green. It was amazing. She also had it in a gray. I should have picked it up. It was fascinating. It would have been fun to play with, but I didn't. Anyway, good place to go if you're out there in Vancouver. The other thing too is real quick that they had, so when I went to go pay for the magazines, I saw that they had this little sign that says, okay, so if you take our card and show it to Anosh Deli, A-N-O-U-S-H Deli, they would give you a 10% discount, okay, because you were on the yarn crawl. So we said, well, why not? It was about lunchtime and we were starving anyway. So we went over there. Oh my gosh, great food. So this is Russian. It was heavy on the Russian, but it had all kinds of Mediterranean. We had gyros. Very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. So they're only, if by chance you go online to look for them, they're only in Vancouver. It's kind of like a little market. They used to be in Portland, just so you know, because I've got their punch card and it says Portland. They don't have a store in Portland anymore, unfortunately. But they do have it in Vancouver. It's not that, yeah, my daughter's doing the sad face. It's not that far. It took us about 25 to 30 minutes to get there. Yeah, she left. 25 to 30 minutes to get there? Yeah, maybe?
I think that 25 from the first store.
So from Starlight. And Starlight was in just maybe 10 minutes from my house. So again, 25 to 30 minutes from my house is where it was. So it's really not that far, but it was interesting, it was fun, and you could stop at a yarn store. So it's definitely something you want to do. All right, well, that's all we have for Blizzard. I'll see you at the next store. Bye. Hey guys, okay, so we are at Close Knit here in Portland. So we're out of Vancouver. We're now heading on to our store number 3 on the Rose City Yarn Crawl. Oh, we had a great time. We had a great lunch, and I'm going to be telling you guys all about that one. But now, let's go see what special stuff is waiting for us. See you on the other side, guys. See you soon. Bye. Hey, everybody. Okay, we're on to store number 3. Now, this was Close Knit, and Close Knit was in Portland. Really nice. Again, very woolly content. We had fun. I got this. Okay, I had to. I got this drawstring bag. It's a great project bag, okay? But if you look at it, here, let me open this. Can you see that? Can you read that? It says Merino Noir fine wool on the bottle. So, okay. So everyone, apparently somebody has decided that they have to come visit. Hello, say hello to Princess. Princess, hello.
Poor baby.
Hello, Princess. Hello.
My child
She's
down.
not happy now. Okay, all right, well, I'll let you go. All right, well, she wasn't happy about that one. All right, so anyway, I had to get this. I just thought it was so great, and I mean, you always need project bags, so she's lying on top of my things, because that's how she is. Anyway, that was a project bag I got there. Super cute. I thought it was great, you know, and I'm okay. It does have a crochet hook, even though it has the knitting needles here. It does have a crochet hook, and again, it's all about crochet. So as far as crochet goes, not a whole lot. It was really geared towards knitters. So the hooks were okay, and I've got notes over here that I keep. And like I told you, I took our logo and then made notes of what I found. What was fun is these stickers. So these, did you just get the tail? Did you just get whacked in the face by her tail? Because she's so, yeah. That's Princess. She does that all the time. It's okay. We love her anyway. So I got this, primarily I got these stickers for this one. And can you see that? I hope you can see that. I just thought that was so cute because I'll have you know, even though this is like a giant size, like this. Okay. So even though this is like a giant size mason jar, the actual mason, I used to keep my hooks in a mason jar, or, you know, standing up, and they've gotten a little much for that mason jar. But I just thought that was really cute because this one has balls of yarn in it, and it's going to go onto my mate cup, which eventually you will be seeing me drinking as we're doing these videos. I should have had something to drink today anyway. The other one, I'll be gifting these probably to knitters, and that's why I'm not going to show them to you, because they're for knitters, and this is a crochet show. So I do have friends that are knitters. So there's that. And that's what I got there. So Close Knit was fun. I'm not going to, there wasn't anything remarkable. The people were very kind. They were very nice, but again, very much geared towards knitters and not a whole lot towards crocheters. Okay, but you know, they had that bag, so I can't be too grumpy about it, I guess. All right, so that's what we're doing there. And one thing that I have to tell you throughout this whole thing is stitch markers. Yeah, for crocheters, not so much. It was pretty interesting. And there is a difference. Another video we're going to be having about stitch markers, believe it or not. Okay, so on to the next store. Hey everyone, okay, we're on store number 4, the Rose City Yarn Crawl for 2019. Now we're at Twisted, one of my favorite shops. We're going to have a lot of fun here. They've got a lot of great stuff. And let's see what's new this year, okay? See you later. Bye.
That's okay. And you know who the sugar The rockets, yeah. Yep. And some people like the sugar tip because they feel like they can get two stitches easily, you know, the instrument if you're really getting three together or you're gonna. Okay.
Hey, welcome back. Okay, we're on to store number 4. This is another one of my favorites. I went to this one last year, and I went again this year, and Kathy and I both, or Kat and I both love this store. So this store usually has some pretty funky stuff in it, either yarns or just stuff, and this year it was more stuff. They did have a ribbon yarn that I got last year that Kat likes to call the cat butt, because of the coloring. I'll show you. But anyway, funny. They have some really cute stuff. So you remember that mug that I got over at Starlight that I like so much, the travel mug? Well, I'm going to tell you, I saw those ladies, same type of thing, through many stores, and it was in that store as well. So that was really cool. As far as crochet hooks, they have a decent kind of, you know, assortment of them. This year, like I said, a little less on the yarn. It has a good selection, great colors, really bright. So for some reason, we hit this store, and this is when things started getting brighter for the most part. It was really funny. It was like, boom, and we start getting to the brighter colors. They seem to be ready for spring. I'm reading my notes as I'm talking to you. And okay, so the one thing with Twisted is it's not the best parking. It's not the easiest parking. It is one way. It is in Portland again, but it's not that hard. So if you can't, if you're a little limited on mobility, you really want to see if the nice thing is that it's a one-way street. So they have like the angled parking. So you may want to try to find parking there. We actually parked a couple blocks up and walked down, more than a couple blocks, but the houses are just stunning. So if you love architecture like we do, it's a win-win because you get to look at architecture, you get to walk a little bit. Granted, I've got what we think is a torn meniscus, so this year the walking thing wasn't as easy, but it still wasn't that bad, and you get to see some really great stuff. So anyway, back to what we got there. Super fun. So this year, what the funky thing that they had that I loved so much were these reusable bags. So this is recycled something or other, and it's plastic. This one has a zipper. It's a nice, as you can see, I've got some other stuff in here, but as you can see, it's got a nice depth to it. It even has a pocket here in the front. Now, how good is this company? Check out the pocket. It lines up perfectly. I mean, really, I love it. And it's an octopus. Hello. I just thought it was adorable. So I got one of those. And for my notions for all, you know, hooks and all kinds of things, and we'll be talking about that, having a little ditty bag full of things that you need, your tools that you need when you're working on a project. So this one has a zipper in it, and I just thought it was great. So you guys don't know this, but those that know me know that I also do archery, and I shoot a compound, which that bow that she's holding is actually a compound bow, and you now have gotten a lesson in archery if you didn't know. So who knew, right? Crocheting and archery. Anyway, so I thought that was really cute. It really reminded me of me, so I got that as well. So that was really fabulous. Now I am almost finishing up a very special little romper for a special little guy who's going to be coming to us here soon. And the person who's receiving it doesn't know that they're receiving it. I don't think that they would be watching this video, so I feel safe talking about it. So, yeah, I don't think so, but I needed a button for this little romper for this little guy who's coming. He's gonna be here any minute. Anyway, so this is a plain button and it's made out of wood. Isn't that cute? Can you see that? I hope you can see that. I am so excited because my husband works for one of the airlines. He's a supervisor for maintenance on planes, you know, mechanics. Anyway, so I thought it would be really cute to have a little plain button on his romper since it's coming from Auntie and Uncle. So that's why I got that. And I got one of these last year and I'm that much of a geek that I had to get another one this year. So this is an actual ruler that's been stamped on leather. It's in a powder blue. The one I got last year was a natural. So all you do is just wind it around your wrist. It looks really pretty and cute. And guess what? You have a ruler with you at all times. I mean, how adorable is that, right? I love it. It's so cute and it's bright. And now I get to wear it because I'm finally letting you guys see it. So I scored. I love it. So anyway, that was Twisted, and the people there are so nice. I love going there every time. They have a great setup, really easy to find the yarns that you want. They're very helpful, very bright store. I love it. So it's any down, the down would probably be the perking, and it's not that bad. So really, Twisted is one of those stores that I say, you gotta go, okay? Bright colors, beautiful place. All right, so we've got number 5 to go to. We're almost halfway through. I'll see you there. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we just got back from Twisted. Oh my gosh, the great stuff that they had. Really crochet friendly. Great store to hit. Next one we're going to is Pearl Fibers. Pearl Fibers is a great store. I've come here before. Matter of fact, that great sweater that you saw Kathy wearing, this is where I got her yarn. You're gonna have a great time over here, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye. Hey everybody, okay, so we're on to number 5, and this is Pearl Fiber. Pearl Fiber is one of those stores that was on the crawl last year, and it was on the crawl this year, and it's a great shop. The ladies there are really wonderful. The owner is hysterically funny, great humor and everything. They've got a nice selection of crochet hooks. Actually, so I mentioned earlier that I had gotten the palmwood crochet hook over at Starlight. I didn't. I got it over at Pearl Fiber, and that was this really nice palmwood hook with that indent for the thumb and the finger. So I got that there. Okay, I got it in K because dun dun dun. Ta-da! I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see how beautiful this yarn is. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? And it has yellow and this teal green. And I love this yarn because it's not just yarn. It's funky yarn. So I got actually 4 skeins of it. It's called Bamboo Bloom. It's a hand paint, but this is what happens when I just did a small little sampler. I wanted to play with it and see what happened. And this is just double crochet. I think I did 20 stitches, and I hope you can see that. And it's at an itch. So yeah, I thought this was gorgeous. Gonna play with it some more, so that's kind of opening up the skein a little bit. I couldn't help it. You know, you should really ball your yarns, and I was in Nesquin and I had to play with it. So I didn't ball it, I just started crocheting. So you see, you can do that. It just makes it easier if you ball it, because then it doesn't get knotted. But I loved it, it was great. And it is called Bamboo Blooms Universal Yarn. This is, again, Pearl Fiber is where I got it. And the nice thing is it's a 5, so it's a bulky. Not a super bulky, but it is a bulky. It does give the recommendation of a K hook on here. This has 154 yards, and it's 44% wool and 8% acrylic. So this is going to be a really fun multi-use type yarn. Going to be great for the spring. I think it's going to be a fabulous, and it's so bright and just yummy, and I just love you. I love you. Okay, we're going to have such good times. I know. It's just going to be great. Anyway, okay. I'll move on from there because, you know, we want to move on. I also got this great pin right here. Isn't that adorable? I love it. It's my earth angel, my little, in memory of my little fuzz that I love so much. So I got a little pin. I am a geek, I'm telling you. And I got this mug. Oh, it's a tumbler actually. And it says, she's a good girl, loves her llama, loves her Cheez-Its, and America too. Can ya guess what song that is? So here we go again. She's a good girl, loves her llama, loves Cheez-Its, and America too. Tell you what, if you can tell me, if you're the first person to tell me who sang that song and the title of the song, you'll get a surprise, okay? But here we go. So is that not the cutest thing ever? It's just a metal tumbler. Okay, here we go. Llamas, you know, Cheez-Its, what can I say, America. Woohoo! Loved it, had to have it. And last but not least, bad to the bone. Had to, I know, corny, what can I say? Love my mugs. I drink a lot of coffee. I do drink tea, but mostly it's mate, which is from South America. Anyway, I know I've talked about that before. My husband rides. He's a motorcycle rider, and I ride too. I actually do have a black leather jacket. I also have other kinds of jackets, but anyway, I had to do it, okay? It was moral imperative, had to do that. Pearl fiber, so again, downtown Portland. Parking on that one is even harder. It's a very small shop, but they've got it packed to the gills with some really nice stuff and fun stuff, and they're very open to being helpful and just giving you all kinds of advice. So again, it's one of those places that I look forward to going to. I'm getting signals. I'm getting an antenna. Huh? Oh, so, okay, so we're standing, I've got to tell you this story. So we're standing there at the counter, and of course I'm like unloading my bag. So as I shop around, what I would do is I would take this bag with me, okay, and it would be empty, and I would just load it in the store, and then I would have them then give me their bags to put in the trunk. And that way I always had this bag to carry with me because quite frankly, I get a lot lost. So anyway, I'm standing there and I'm unloading, and the owner is just laughing her head off. By the way, last year I actually won a $25 gift card, which is how I got more yarn. I needed to get more yarn anyway. I would have gotten it anyway. But I needed to get more yarn to finish Kat's sweater that she was wearing for the yarn crawl. That's where I got it. I got it at Pearl Fiber. I got her yarn. Anyway, so I'm unloading. She's laughing, and we're talking, and I don't know how it comes up. I think we were talking about this, and I told her, yeah, well, Kat and I are going to go to hell this summer. And she stops there and looks at me, and there's this elderly lady standing next to me, and Kat said that she had this look of like, what? Did you just say hell? I mean, her eyes just went, ka-bang, you know? Yeah, we kind of scared her, but we're going to be going to Hell, Michigan. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I found out that there is a crochet knit group, so we're going to be meeting up with them and seeing what they knit and what they crochet, mostly what they crochet in Hell. Anyway, so that's Pearl Fiber, and now we are halfway through. Woohoo! So on to number 6. I'll see you there. Hi guys. Okay, so as you can see, we're in front of Fiber Ribbon. We're on to number 6, if you can believe it. There's 10, so we've got 4 more stores to go. This is another great store. We're gonna have a lot of fun. A lot of shopping to do. Gosh, my pocketbook is burning at this point. But we're gonna be sharing our stash when we get home or when we get back. But yep, we're on to number 6. See you on the other side, bye. Hey, we're back, and this is number 6. So we are now at Fiber Rhythm. And when I say number 6 and number 5, number 4, this is just the order that we went in because it was the most efficient for where we were, which is from home. So anyway, number 6 is Fiber Rhythm. This is a really fun store. So this is, as Kat is sneaking one of the items, This is kind of like it has like a warehousey, industrial feel to it. No, you can't wear it as a bun cat. I need to start getting a camera that I can reverse so you guys can see the crazy stuff that she's doing behind the camera. But, so this was, you know, that kind of a feel. The parking here again, kind of iffy trying to get across the street. She is torturing our cat with stuff. It's funny. But again, it's worth it. They're super, super nice people. Oh my gosh, one of the ladies does with this super chunky roving type wool rugs and pillows and pet beds, and they have the crochet hooks. They are so crochet friendly. They had weavers. They've sold books before. They have a lot of great stuff. One of the things that I started noticing in some of the stores, and definitely saw it there, and this is Toft, and I don't know if you can see that the pattern. I hope you can see that. It's an octopus. I got the octopus. Gee, what a surprise, right? And guess what Kat got? She got the elephant. One of the nice things is if you look here, see how this one has a number 3? Because that's an intermediate. I just grabbed it because it's an octopus. I'm good with the intermediate. But Kat is a beginner, and it just so happens that the one that she liked was the elephant, and it's a beginner. So, Kat, since you're, come on over here. Yeah, leave Kitty alone. She's harassing the cat something fierce. Say hello to everybody. Everybody say hi to Kat. This is Kat, my daughter. This is the one that's usually behind the camera. And you've got the kit. You've already started it. So what do you think of it?
To be completely honest, it's a little hard to read for somebody who's not used to looking at a crochet pattern. I did have to go to you for help because I tried to watch one of their videos about how to start like the circle that begins the body, and it did not explain it very well, or I'm stupid, I'm not sure. I just couldn't figure it out for some reason, so thank God I had Mom.
Mom to the rescue! Actually, in reading over the pattern, it's made in Britain, and it even shows you here. So it's British English, and believe it or not, that's another thing we're going to be talking about. They translate it into American patterns, but the way they translate it still doesn't isn't the same way that we would write a pattern here in the U.S. So I did have to kind of help. You want to let the little guy out. We're in the man cave, and we have a slider, and that's what lets the little dogs out, and he is in big trouble because he peed on something. Not happy, my little turd. But anyway, so yes, this is, the kit contains super fine 100% wool yarn, all the yarn you need for the project. It has the polyester toy stuffing because it is a toy. It has easy to follow crochet pattern. That depends on who you are. And this one in particular has a 3mm crochet hook and a wool needle. So, and it has links to the videos if you need help. So I thought this was amazing. Toft, thank you. I am so excited to start this. I want to, for several reasons. One, he'll probably go to my office to work beside me because I need a buddy. But also, these are awesome. These are great. They're all inclusive. What a great thing if you're going to go on vacation, or if you know somebody that's going to go on vacation and wants to take something with them, something new, something different. You can give them something like this, and they can actually dual purpose. They have something to do, and they also wind up with a toy that maybe they don't necessarily want themselves, but they can give it as a gift. So I thought it was a great idea. Loved it. Can't wait to get it done, and you guys will be along for that ride. So I'm really excited about that. The other thing that I got there was more yarn. Yes, this is Nettle Rove. Check that out. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy. This is the one that she was trying to make a bun out of. Yeah, didn't work. Oh, he kind of sort of showed up. Toby is my dog, and he's being a turd. I'm a little upset with him. So this is from Plymouth Yarn Company. It's called Nettle Grove, and it's 45% cotton, 28% linen. This is going to be a beautiful summer yarn. we'll see. I got 7 of these balls, so we'll see how much that gives me. I think it's gonna give me enough to make like a nice little shirt. Not necessarily a big sweater, but maybe a shirt. I'm kind of thinking I might want to go back and get more to make like a hoodie. So we'll see. We'll see what this does. Oh, and if you want to know what the size is, come here, boo boos. Come here, boo boo. It's made in Italy, so
Oh, regret.
So everyone, say hi to Toby. Mama loves you, Toby. This is a little monster. He's my monster. I love my dog. He is just fabulous. I can't help it. I just want to love him.
He needs help.
Okay, I'm in love with my dog. Okay, go play. All right, he's gonna go play. Anyway, so this is really great, great yarn. I'm excited to use this. I'm hoping that this is going to be. I don't know. I'm hoping it comes out beautifully. So that was Fiber Rhythm. As far as the crochet stuff, like I said, they had a nice selection of crochet hooks. I wouldn't say that what I saw was, and that rustling you hear in the background is actually Toby playing with an Arizona iced tea. Yeah, this is Toby's toy. So one of my best friends, Jill and Rhonda, they are my best friends. I love them to death. And Jill loves this Arizona iced tea, so she drinks this. And Rhonda and Jill rinse these out. They have a wonderful little daughter that I call Megan's. My Meggers, she's fabulous. She cleans these out too. She's in college right now. Anyway, they clean these out and they bring these to me because Toby likes to play with this. It's hysterical. It's his toy. So we have these all over the house. I'm going to throw it and he's going to go after it. Anyway, so that was it. Definitely, I would say Fiber Rhythm is another one that you want to go to. I loved it. They're great people. Lots of variety. They had a weaver there this time. They have spinners. They had all kinds of really nice stuff. So definitely something that you want to do. Anyway, all right. So that was number 6, and I will see you at number 7. Hey everybody, okay, we're on to number 7. This is Northwest Wools. One of the fabulous things about Northwest Wools is that they have some very unique stuff in there. So before we go into what's inside, we did the video out front. You didn't see anything inside, and that's because it is so jam-packed. It's not a very big store. It's very small, kind of a long thing, but it is covered, and I am not joking, up the sides of the walls. It is fabulous. They have really great people in there. I mean, they're generous, they're kind, they're informative. I love going there. I really do. It's just like I said, really cramped in there. So we didn't, and it was their yarn crawl, so there's people everywhere. Definitely somewhere to go for some very interesting yarns. But one of the great things that I loved about this place is they have unique buttons. And they have buttons made out of antlers, so natural antler buttons and all kinds of different antlers. So it was really, that was fascinating to me. I didn't realize how many different antlers you can make buttons out of, and you can, so that's definitely something I'm going to go back for. Hooks, they had some bamboo and some other natural hooks. Not a huge selection. Again, most of these stores are more knit-centric than they are crochet-centric, but they still had a nice selection of them. And you know, it was average, but again, it's bamboo, so that's nice. And the parking, you know, not fabulous, but it wasn't super scary either, like in some of the other places. For me, because I'm a big chicken, okay, and I can't parallel park. Can I just tell you, I don't parallel park. I do, but it is quite a trial, and usually Kat has to get out of the car and guide me in, and even then, if it's too cramped, I will call it off and find another spot. Poor thing, I torture her. So the only thing I really got there was this bag. So can you see that? Awesome. It's the yarn ball with the crochet hooks. And I thought that was so unusual because, again, most of these stores are all knit-centric, so to have something so specifically crocheted was amazing to me. It's a great yarn, not yarn bag, but I mean, but what do you call it? Project bag. It's just a simple drawstring bag, nothing fancy. You can always change the drawstring if you don't want these silly little strings. But, you know, it's just a muslin bag. One thing I will say though, it can do double duty, or like, you know, shoe bag for a trip to hell. I don't know. Just saying. You know, something we can do. But anyway, that was great. Really nice store. Had a lot of fun. Definitely a store that I'll go back to next year because I want to, not because I just want to get their stamp or their button or something. Okay, so that was number 7. We're getting close, guys. We're going to be on to number 8 here. I'll see you over there. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we missed one of the stores. That was Northwest Wools. It was wonderful. One of my favorite wool stores, or yarn stores. Really crochet friendly, so I suggest that you go over there. We didn't video anything over there because the volume was really big, and the way that everything was set up, you just wouldn't have heard it. But now we're at our next stop, and this is for Yarn Safe. Another great shop. We went here last year. We've come here again to this year. Let's see what's new and what they've got for us. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks. Okay, we're on to number 8. So number 8 is for Yarn Safe. This is a great shop in the sense that it's bright, it's airy, everything is got a good flow to it. You know, when you go in there, beautiful colors, bright colors. This is the one and only store that the only thing I bought was yarn. Imagine that. It happens to have been on clearance. So I got these two. I don't know if you could see those beautiful yummy colors. Isn't that beautiful? And then I got this too, and you see how it's kind of variegated and just a yummy, yummy, yummy. And then I got this one, which is just a solid crepe. But the whole idea is I'm going to put them all together. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm not marrying my yarn. But anyway, yum, yum, yum. Super excited about this one. It's all, believe it or not, except for this one solid one, they're all the same brand. And this is Delicious Yarns. So these were on clearance. I've gotten yarns from these people before, and I love it because they make it, their tags look like they are like ingredients. So I don't know if you can see that. You know, it shows like as if it were ingredients. I just love it. I think it's so much fun. And you know, anyway, it's a super, so if you look, it's 100% superwash merino. So I'm thinking this is going to be a good early spring, you know, can make something in fall-y, and it can translate both ways. So I'm excited to see what I'm going to make out of this. Have I decided what I'm going to make? No, I just know I'm going to make something. And I think I have enough to make, you know, a nice little, maybe a sweater or a shawl, or maybe multiple shawls. I don't know. We'll see.
Yarn now, plan later.
Yeah, like Kat just said, yarn now, plan later. I think it's very rude when people ask me, well, do you have a plan for that? No, it's yummy. I need it. It has to be in my yarn stash. Hello. As Kat just said, hence the yarn wall behind me. And we will be talking about that later because that's just a portion of it. I don't have an addiction. Hi, my name is Sandra. Yeah, I'm addicted to yarn.
Sandra.
Hi. Anyway, so back to the store. So where For Yarn's Sake is located, it's actually in Beaverton. It's on Beaverton-Hillsdale Highway. So it's right there between the 10 and Beaverton-Hillsdale Highway. It's where the Fred Meyers is. Right next door to it. So hello, listen to this. So there's For Yarn's Sake, and right next door is all about woodworking. You can't go wrong. How fabulous is that? You can go from getting your yarn to how to store it, or you can send your significant other over there to figure out how to store it, and they can have fun with tools and things. Or like a dear friend of mine, Anne, who I work with, and she's just a neat lady. She's really getting into wood, and I completely forgot to mention this to her. Gotta talk to her about it. But right next door was a great wood store. Not that I got into there because I was on a mission. I had to hit all 10 stores in one day. So yes, again, very bright. Again, super nice people. And like I said, it's kind of hard to be critical of the people that work and run these shops because they really are people. They really love fiber arts. and they love what they're doing. This isn't just their job or their business. This is a passion, and you can see it in what they do. So they have a lot of kindness for each other, and I really appreciate that. I really do. So crochet hooks, again, they had a decent assortment of crochet hooks. I thought it was okay. The parking is fabulous because it's in the middle of a mall, or off to kind of the side of a mall. So it had a lot of parking, nice and even for those that have some mobility issues. Honestly, it was a good place to go. I'm just trying to think if there was anything else that was, and the color selections were great. I really liked it. You know, I really liked going there. We went there, they were on the roster last year, they were on the roster this year, got to go there again. Definitely one of those places that, and it's kind of like on the way to my best friend Ron and Jill's house. So it's always easy to go over there, or just grab Rhonda and go over there. And there's another location we'll talk about later because it's not on the yarn crawl and we're talking about yarn crawl today. But there's another location in Hillsboro that I really like as well. So we'll probably go take a visit over there here sometime soon because I always need more. Anyway, so that was number 8. Guess what, guys? 2 more. And we are at the end, and this is going to be a lot of fun. These are one of them has become our favorite shop, and the other one is one of our favorite shops. So anyway, all right, so we'll see you at number 9. Hey everybody, okay, we're at the Knitting Bee now. Check this out. Well, I had a little accident. The bag fell out of the car trying to get out of the car, so I got some mud on it. But 2 more stores, and we've got our 10. So excited. This is a great store. This is where we came, one of the stores we came to last year. Got some, this is where I got my leather bracelet that has like a tape measure on it. It's super fun. We're gonna have a great time. We'll see you on the other side. Hello. So we're at number 8. This has become one of our favorite stores too. Super bright, not that big, kind of easy to get to. Is it considered Portland? It is considered Portland, but it's like off of Barnes Road over off of 26, kind of back there. It's not hard to get to. Again, it's in a shopping mall, so plenty of nice even parking, you know, and even roads, so that's great. Again, as far as crochet hooks, they decent amount of crochet hooks. They were definitely crochet friendly. Okay, I've got a thing for alpacas, and you'll learn that. But Kathy and I both got these poops, and they're all natural alpaca poops. Don't ask me why. I had to have them. It was a moral imperative. I needed a poof. And she got a poof too. What color did you get?
Black.
Black? Oh, okay. She got black, I got gray. They had like a natural tan one too, but it was like too milky tan. I like this. And I'm thinking I may have to put googly eyes on it. I'm not sure. I may have to make him my buddy. I don't know. We'll see. But I got him, loved him. He's just soft and he makes you feel good and makes me think of crocheting. So I shouldn't take him to work because I'll probably get nothing done. All right, and I also got, because it is the Knitting Bee, I got this little pin, and it's a glittery bee with a butt that's made out of a yarn ball. Can you see that? I hope you can, because it is freaking adorable. And then I got this other pin, and it just says crochet, but it's a crochet hook and a yarn ball. Or it's really not a ball, more like a skein, and I hope you can see that little guy. I love it. I just thought it was so much fun. And I got this little notions bag with my little llama alpacas. How cute is that? And it's got this cute little bally poofy thing on the taggy thing. So got that there. Knitting Bee, very bright. Again, not a huge store, but they had a nice selection of hooks as well. They had, like you can see, accoutrements, they had bags, they had yarn, nice colored yarn. Again, just a very comfortable place to go. The people were super fun, friendly, very welcoming. I'll tell you what, Knitting Bee, very, very welcoming people. And so that makes it easy, because if you have questions about yarn weights or whatever, it makes it easier to go and talk to people like that. And it was bright, big windows, and right in a shopping center, so it makes it easy to park as well. So I loved the Knitting Bee. It's one of our favorite spots to stop at. and not just because it was on the route, but because they're great people and a nice store. So yeah, that's what I got there. Again, they were crochet friendly and a nice selection of stuff. Very clean, very fun. All right, so guess what, people? We have one more, the last one, and this is also a new store, so I'm really excited to share this next one with you. All right, I'll see you in number 10. All right, okay, we made it. All 10 shops in one day. It's been quite an adventure, and we're here now at the Knotty Lamb. So excited. This is the first time they've joined us on the Rose City Yarn Crawl, so I'm excited to see what they're going to have. I saw some pictures online. They really have some great photos on there, so let's take a look and let's wrap it up a little later. See you soon. Hello. Okay, can you believe it? We made it to number 10. Number 10 in Forest Grove, brand new to the Yarn Crawl. It's a corner shop. I love this shop. I am definitely going to be coming back to this shop. Very, very much crochet friendly. Had a great selection of hooks, and we'll get into the hooks because this is where I start drooling like a mad fool. But very bright, very easy. Had some cotton silks that were beautiful yarns. The setup for all the yarns was great. Really a lot of fun. They had a pop-up shop. I've seen these people before. Woolly Moss Roots. They're handmade artisan buttons, and these are sea turtles. I love ocean everything, so I love these sea turtles. No, I don't know what I'm going to put them on. I'll put them on something. These are made out of cherry wood. How beautiful are these? They're just smooth, they're gorgeous, and they do custom work. So I have some ideas. We'll see what I come up with. So this is the last place we went to. The owner likes to have pictures of the people that do the whole run, and I think we were the first ones to do the whole run on the first day. She took a picture, so we're on their Instagram account. So look them up. Kat, do you know what their Instagram?
Knotty_Lamb.
So did you hear that? It's Knotty_Lamb. That's their Instagram account. I say go on there and check it out because Kat and I are there. You can also see the store. And please, please, please forgive me. I am horrible with names. And of course, did I remember to write that down? No, I didn't write down the owner's name, who was super sweet. And there was a lady behind the counter who was so helpful. And we chatted up and had a great time, and I forgot her name too. And please forgive me, please, please, please. I will be back, and I will ask you to please forgive me again, because you guys were just wonderful. If it weren't for the fact that they were open till 8, we wouldn't have made it all 10. Let me tell you, this is hard. I mean, being open, shop open, long hours, lots of people, because let me tell you, it was 7 o'clock when we got there, and that place was hopping. Lots of people. So this was the pop-up shop. They're not normally there. Beautiful stuff if you ever get a chance. So some of the stuff that I got stuff there too. I got stuff everywhere, did you notice? At least one thing. But I got this one, and it says, no, there's no cure for this yarn over. And it's the Knotty Lamb, so it's a bottle of wine pouring yarn into, a glass, and it's yarn, and okay. Hello, I like wine, so at some point you'll probably see me drinking wine. Here is another one, and this is a mariner's compass. So again, ocean stuff, but it's a mariner's compass leading me to the local yarn shop. Had to have that. And then this last pin, it says Yarnaholic, and it's a heart with yarn. Gee, can you imagine that? Maybe applies to me, I'm not sure. Pretty color too. Now this was really fun. So these are actually stitch markers, and I'll try to hold it still. That's the llama. You're gonna love this one, it's so cute. I had to take it to work and show it off. But this is super cute too. This is my little snail made out of yarn. Is that not the cutest thing ever? But as crocheters, we know there's a very big difference between what we use for stitch markers and what knitters use. So this actually came with both options. Of course, I took the ring off that would be for the knitter, and I only have the lobster hook or the lobster claw for what they use for crocheters. I will actually be changing this, and this is something else that we'll be talking about is stitch markers, because I like them a little bit bigger because I have bigger and thinner yarn, so I want to be able to use the stitch marker on any project. So we'll be talking about stitch markers, but I just thought these were so cute, and I've actually seen people take these and put them on like necklaces or bracelets, and that's a great idea too, because I'm not much of a geek that I actually wear that stuff. Remember the bracelet, the tape, yeah, okay, so that tells you that. So I have a really great hubby, and I have now 3 yarn bowls, but the first 2 were actually purchased for me by my hubby. And they're wood, and one's all wood, and the other one has a wood inlay, not a wood inlay, a mother of pearl inlay, but I got this one there. This is a ceramic bowl, and as you can see, it's beautiful, love it. Somebody just dropped something upstairs. Anyway, so this was fabulous. I loved it. I thought it was super fun, and I just had to have another yarn bowl. This is a little bit bigger than the others that I have, so it accommodates larger balls. And you know, you can never have, in my opinion, you can't have too many bowls in the kitchen, right? So how can you not have too many bowls in your yarn room, right? Okay, so there you go. Now this is the piece de résistance, and that is the hooks. They actually had a great selection of hooks. Again, very, very yarn friendly. But this takes the cake. So remember at Starlight I told you that I got a driftwood hook? Well, that's because they only had a hook. I actually got the set. Dun-dun-dun-dun! The full set, or a full set of them. I actually took them to work because I have a couple of coworkers, one in particular, Debbie, who likes to crochet, and so we got to play with these. These are gorgeous. This is the bigger one, just so that you can see it. But if you really look at it, you can see how they're all different because, well, driftwood is all different. They're not the same. You can see the coloring is different, the markings, everything is different. The fabulous thing is that all the measurements are on the butt of the hook. So the likelihood of them wearing off very quickly is not there. It's a great finish to the hook. They're super smooth, great case. So this actually Velcros like this and it stands up. I mean, this is great. And so when we talk about, we're going to be talking about this in the future, what accoutrements I take with me, what little notions I take with me, this is going to come into play because I do use pouches, but this had a zipper, this one had, and it also has this snap button one. So I actually put those stitch markers back in the zipper one when I took it to work so that they wouldn't lose them. But I would put like scissors or other stuff over here. This has the stand. To be honest, do I really need it to have a stand? Not really. They could have put another pocket back there. I think would have been really nice. But on the same token, you know what? I'm not going to complain because I love it. It's got a great case. It's a nice travel. This is probably going to become my travel set because it's ready to go. How easy is that? They had books, they had magazines, they had great yarns. They had some cotton and some silk yarns that were really fabulous. Like I said, this is a really great store. I had no idea. I had no idea. I had an acquaintance that lived, a friend that lived out there in Forest Grove and never knew. Granted, it's been more than 4 years maybe that she moved out of there. I can't remember, but never would have thought, you know, to look, and there was this great store there. So I love it. It's a great new find. Very sad that this year we did not have, I believe it was called Woolen Wares. They closed last year. So they were actually in West Lynn. They closed. From what I understand, it was just time. It wasn't that anything went wrong. It's not that the store had issues that I know of. From what I heard, it was just time. The owners were done and they wanted to retire, and so it's sad for us, but it's great for them. By the way, this is Likey, so if you're interested in these hooks, I don't know if you can see that, Likey driftwood, and this kit has E4, F5, G6, 7, H8, I9, J10, K10.5, L11, M13, which I thought was kind of interesting because most hooks don't have the LM. So that, or hook sets don't usually have LM, and K for that matter. They usually might stop at J. So that was great, and it goes down to a 3.5 millimeter. You know, that was the E4. I would have almost preferred that it go a little further down. So it's possible that in that first one, I may have purchased a smaller one because I'm kind of neurotic that way. And this is a, no, guess what I got? An I9, because we use a lot of I9s. Anyway, I might see if I can find some smaller hooks because I do some smaller yarns, but that's what I get. And that was my haul, everybody. I had a blast. Kathy and I had a blast. We met some amazing people. It was fun. How much time do we have left?
We're at 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So we really need to wrap it up because I know I'm tired. I'm sure you're tired. You can only listen to me for so long. But this was so much fun. So I'm going to be putting the list of places or probably just the link to the Yarn Crawl. Sign up for their newsletter because when it comes back around, and they also throughout the year have the alpaca farms and indie dyers and all kinds of great information on what's going on here in our area. If you're not in Oregon, check it out. I know for a fact New York has a Yarn Crawl, and so if you get to go to Lion Brand, I am so jealous. But check it out, see if you've got yarn crawls in your area. It's a great way to find out about local yarn shops, meet new people who have the same funky, crazy desires to do fun stuff with yarn. And for those of you that are here in the Clackamas area, Flo's Joe, hats off to you. I wanted to say thank you. It was them that we went to for coffee first thing in the morning. Of course, I don't get coffee. I get chai tea with coconut milk. But it's our coffee stop, and they're great people. And it was, who was working that day? It was
Adrian.
Adrian was working, and let me tell you, that little lady is the cutest, cute as a button. Super nice. So Flo's Joe off of Portland Avenue in Gladstone. They're a great little coffee shop. Stop by and say hi and have a great cup of coffee. All right. I hope everybody had as much fun looking at my fun treasure trove as I had collecting it. And I hope to see you guys next year. So I'll see you next week on Wednesday, and have a great night, everyone.